Good afternoon, everyone. This is FJN News. I'm anchor Joanna. And with the coronavirus spreading, there are a lot of fake news going around in the media and the internet. For example, some people say Taipei City is going to be blocked, so many people are stocking up goods in order to survive in the future.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just starting the goods because of the news.
News? Where did you see this news?
On the internet.
Are you sure that the news on the internet is true?
I don't know. I just do it.
Okay, the video is very ridiculous, right? So another example is related to the mask selling policy, which is also very confusing. Therefore, we have two guests with us today, the social observer Jimmy and the internet specialist Vivian. Let's welcome them.
Hello, audience.
Hi.
Thanks for coming today. Jimmy, how would you analyze this good stocking phenomenon?
As you can see that there's information in the supermarket and it informs that the limitation that people can only buy one pack of tissue. The reason of this limitation is that there is a piece of fake news tell people that the raw material of tissue will be used for making the mask. However, it is not a trustworthy news because the raw materials of tissue cannot be used for making a mask. However, there are many people just trust this fake news and they buy a lot of tissues, and that's why there's information of this limitation. Therefore, I think that we should be careful about what we read from the internet. I'm not telling that we should deny everything we read from the internet, and I want to say that we should suspect what we read from the internet because we are during the period of Covid-19 and the Covid-19 is strong enough to bring chaos and catastrophe to many people. Therefore, we should take civic responsibility to be rational, or we just become irrational and will cause a lot of pressure for the workers in the supermarket and society. And as you can see the next two pictures about the good stocking phenomena, you can see that the rice and the instant noodles was through by many customers because they feel that they cannot buy these goods because of the blocking policy. Therefore, I think we should suspect what we read and what we see from the internet, and we just fully trust everything we read from the internet.
That's true. Okay, thanks for Jimmy's sharing. And as Jimmy says, there are many pieces of fake news on the internet. Vivian, as an internet specialist, can you tell the audience the steps and the methods to identify fake news?
Okay. So, as anchor Joanna had mentioned before, I am going to be teaching you how to identify fake news today. Now, anchor Joanna and guest Jimmy, what do you think about this article when you first see it?
Sensational headlines.
And the data.
Yes. So, the sensational headline is the first thing that we would notice about this piece of news because when we just scroll through the internet, we would look for more sensational or emotional topics and then click into the article to want to know more about it. As Jimmy has mentioned, the data in this piece of article is also very important because when we look closely into it, we will see that the old policy and the new policy, after being compared, we will see that we will be getting fewer and fewer masks each day. So it will cause people to be more frightful of the future. They will be unsure if they will be able to have enough masks. Another thing about this piece of news is that it does not have a reliable source or any verified authority. So after looking at this piece of news, we can conclude that before reading a piece of news, we should look closely to see if the headlines are lies or if the data is inaccurate or if there is any unreliable source in the piece of news. And we should also avoid being tricked by the news.
Okay, thanks for Vivian's analysis. And it is very important to raise your consciousness to the fake news. And everyone should be aware to not be tricked by the fake news. So this is the end of our program today. And I hope that everyone can stay healthy. And thanks for watching. And remember to wear the mask. Bye bye.